Alright, so this week I wanted to talk about a favorite game of mine that honestly deserves a lot more love than it did get, and that game is Splitgate. If you don't know, this game is essentially just Halo with portals. I'm going to be explaining why I love it so much and what happened to this beautiful game. Before I get started, remember to subscribe to the channel and follow me at twitch.tv/Crip6, all that good stuff. But anyways, let's get into it. So, like I said, Splitgate is essentially Halo with portals. Now, when it comes to FPS games, I always enjoy games that have very high levels of outplayability. What I mean by that is I love games that give me ways to be able to outplay and absolutely dunk on my enemies. That's the reason I love Titanfall 2 and Valorant and all these games so much. The gunplay and movement and everything about Splitgate is already amazing and feels amazing. Even the TTK feels good for this game. Then they added portals, and that made the game so much more fun than it already was for me. I'm in. Now, Splitgate was made by a small dev team, and their budget was limited, so they didn't get to do the amount of advertising that they would have liked. That doesn't mean word of mouth didn't get out though. Namely, Summit played this game for a few weeks and enjoyed his time on it. Splitgate was able to get some attention through a few bigger streamers playing the game, and it had its peak player count of around 11,000 players. This isn't a huge number by any means, but it would have been enough to get some momentum and get to even bigger numbers. Sadly, there were a few issues. Every game has a ratio, and I'll go more in depth on this in a future video. Essentially, the ratio is skill ceiling to skill floor. The greater this ratio, or the higher the skill ceiling is in comparison to the skill floor, the less mass appeal there is. So there's an inverse relationship here. As the ratio goes up, the less casual players want to stay and play the game long term. So, with the portals causing the skill ceiling to go way up, the less mass crowd appeal the game had. The second issue was actually the skins of the game. While the game had a nice art style for competitiveness and being able to spot enemies well, there weren't really any cool skins. And since the game was free to play and no one really wanted any of the skins, there wasn't much money coming in for these devs, and no money means no advertisement, means no new players. Also, the game wasn't ported to console at release. I know I saw a ton of people begging for a console version of the game for years, and I know the devs really wanted a console version, but without it, a huge demographic of people never got to play the game at release, and therefore free word-of-mouth advertisement was just gone. So with this combination of issues, the game died off and now averages a little above 300 players daily. And it is sad to see such a great game go this way. I've been playing this game so long I was giving suggestions in their Discord during the beta. Despite there not being that many players anymore, you can still hop in and play matches instantly. And the game is amazing. Since it's so good and free to play, I highly recommend anyone watching this video to pick it up and go give it a shot. But other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you like the video if you enjoyed it and click all the links down in the description below. I'll see you guys in a week with a new video. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.